Ladies, if you're stuck in your relationship, listen to this. Take notes on this one. This is how to genuinely get unstuck, how to help you and your partner become the best version of themselves. I know you're experiencing a lot of backchat and judgment to your partner. I know you're thinking he's not productive. He's angry. He's lazy. Why can't he be consistent? Why can't he just move himself? Why do I have to be the one to motivate him to move himself when I'm already moving myself? I'm already doing X, Y, Z. Just constantly judging the fact that he has not fully stepped in to his masculine. But I'm telling you, he was not raised to be an effective man. Now you're expecting him to naturally know how to be an effective man and to automatically step into his manhood just because days go on. But the reality is, it's never going to happen unless you fully are willing to cheer him on in the process. Now, what does that mean? It does not simply mean to say, yeah, go, babe, go. You can do it. There's a time and a place to simply cheer. But generally, it means that he is not taking a step. And you have to be willing to support him to take a step. Now, what does this mean, Jess? What do you mean by a step? Okay, guess what? In the back of your mind, you probably have some fears going on. You're probably thinking to yourself, oh, I really hope he doesn't fall. I really hope he doesn't fail. I'm scared that he's going to trip and then we're going to be in financial pressure. I'm scared that he's going to spiral into depression. I'm scared he's going to be even worse than what he is now. I'm scared he's going to leave me. I'm scared he's going to not be an effective father to our children. I'm scared he's going to XYZ. Your fear of him being ineffective is inhibiting his ability to step towards change. On some level, can you pick up when somebody's afraid of something? Like maybe your child, if you have children, right? Or if you've seen another child, you've seen them interact with, maybe it was an animal, or maybe it was a bug, and you could just see that they were a little bit hesitant. You could see that they were a little bit afraid. Well, your partner is constantly picking up on the fact that you're afraid of them failing, which makes them afraid of failing, which makes them feel like it's not safe to fail. It's not safe to try, because if I don't try, then I'm not going to fail. So it's safer to not try. It's safer to not step. But also, having been married for 5+ years, the man, if he knows that you're participating in that, he sees, oh man, she's afraid. If I fail, she's just going to be mad at me. She's just going to nitpick. She's just going to complain and be aggressive, or she's going to ignore me, or she's going to act like something's wrong and I have to figure out what's wrong. Like a little Pandora's box puzzle that he has to fix now because he tried and he failed, and now you're reacting to that. And he now he's going to think to himself, well, it's a lot easier not to try then, because then I don't have to open that Pandora's box and I don't have to redo and fix that puzzle, because I can just ignore it and just feel like everything is good. Feel like everything is happy-go-lucky. When women, you're sitting here saying nothing is good. You're sitting here judging everything he's doing. You're judging your situation you find yourself in. You're judging your guys' collective financial situation, whatever situation you find yourself in. Like, you're not satisfied. And he's thinking, well, as long as I don't poke the bear, then everything's okay. So he's thinking everything's okay. And then some of you have goals for your future. And some of you have goals for your relationship. But you think, how are we ever supposed to reach any of these if I can't even get him to take a step every day? Well, here we are, friends. I'm here with you to support you, to understand how to support your partners to take a step. I've been saying take a step for a while now. You need to understand what that actually means. There's a word whose etymology means to step. Did you know that the word aggression simply means to step? Guess what? Your partners were not supported to be aggressive. In fact, they were discouraged to being aggressive. They were growing up, and their mothers and fathers told them to stop being aggressive. Their mothers and fathers reprimanded them if they were too aggressive. Their mothers felt like they weren't safe if their children were aggressive. So they were constantly squandering the aggression. Imagine you were a little boy and you were discouraged from being aggressive your whole life, and then you became an adult. And the only way to be a highly functioning adult who creates anything in life is to step, is to be aggressive. But your whole upbringing, you were programmed not to step. And now you're in a relationship and you're afraid to step because of the dysfunction that you could potentially create in your relationship. That's what they're walking through right now. And you're expecting them to step. And you need to tell them it's safe to step. You need to tell them, I want to cheer you on to step. I want to cheer you on through the step. I want to cheer you on if you fall. I'm okay for us to try things and to fail and to work it out together. I'm not afraid of conflict. I'm not afraid of problems that we need to fix, because ultimately we also were programmed to be scared of conflict. We were programmed to be scared of dysfunction, to be scared of failure. But the reality is that's the only way to succeed, is to go through failures and learn. Everyone, ladies, let's transcend the fear of failure together. Let's transcend the fear of our partners failing together. Let's become the ultimate cheerleaders who really fundamentally support our partners to become productively aggressive, constructively aggressive. Aggression grounded in principle. Aggression grounded in creating a better life. Let's redefine aggression, ladies, because that is the only way for the masculine to truly thrive. If a man is not actively taking steps towards something, he is experiencing angst, anger, pent up energy. He's not actually functioning. He needs the outlet of taking a step. He needs aggression. He needs to be building. To be thriving, a man needs to be building. And building something requires aggression. You want your man to be aggressive. Ladies, how many of you feel like you've had to be the aggressive one because your partner is not aggressively taking on life and taking steps towards things? How many of you feel exhausted from constantly having to be aggressive? Let's help your man take on the aggression, knowing he will survive with the aggression actually, so that you can be soft, so that you can be feminine, so that you can nurture and you can take on your feminine and not have to be both the feminine and masculine. Because guess what? The reality is, if you're taking on the masculine, you're just creating space for your man to be feminine and then blaming him for being feminine. So let's rebalance your relationship by step cheering on your partners to enhance and build their ability to be aggressive and to create in this reality, to create a better life for you, a better life for your family, to work towards your goals, to work towards what you want in a relationship, what you want in parenthood, what you want in life, in a partnership. Do you know how much more you can create when you and your partner are both effectively taking on the masculine and the feminine? It is powerful. It is abundant. It is vitality. Let's become effective together. Let's become the best cheerleaders the world has ever seen, because the world now more than ever needs effective cheerleaders supporting their men to be real men. Not judging them for not being a man, not fearing them becoming a man, cheering them on, really desiring them to become a man, really seeing the value of them stepping into their manhood, because this is it. This is how we can change the fabric of reality to become so much more functional, so much more regulated, so much more empowered, so much more effective, because we need effective men building from purpose. That's what we need. And ladies, you're the linchpin. So let's restabilize through being okay with chaos, being okay with dysregulation, being okay with figuring out, being okay with failure, because we're here together and I'm here to support you. You're not alone. Follow this channel, like, subscribe, whatever those things are. Engage on my social media. See my profiles linked in the comments. I am here to hold your hand. I am here to support you. I want to see the world become a better place. And I see clearly this is one of the most important steps in it becoming so. And I will do whatever it takes to support women to step into this. So, here we are. Let's do this together.